Hello and welcome.
No, shut up.
I'm talking.
We're not doing this. We tried it for 2 episodes. You're not doing well.
How dare you?
We're going back to me doing the intro.
How dare you?
The people have spoken.
No one
especially
spoke.
me.
You are the people. You are the person.
You're doing a terrible job. We tried it out. I told you I'd let you do it. You tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. You understand, right?
Why do you have to? Why do you have to shame me in public?
Hey, I mean, you understand.
There are mics here. People can hear this. We're cutting this out.
We'll cut it out. It's fine.
No, you won't.
We'll cut it out. We tried it.
Piece of shit,
We tried it. I told you we'd try.
I know.
All right.
I mean, it wasn't even my idea. You just sat there and stared at me till I did it.
Hey, we tried.
You did this on purpose.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Mighty Movie Pod. My name is Ryan.
I'm mad.
We are back in your ear holes with another thrilling edition, episode number 102. What's going on, Josh?
Fucking my feelings are hurt.
What happened?
Oh, somebody hurt you. Somebody hit you.
Josh, tell me what they did.
Oh my God. I'm Josh and I'm doing okay.
Nice.
I guess. All the power was stripped from me yet again.
We tried something new.
We did. Apparently I'm terrible at it.
And people don't like change.
The people don't like change and they definitely don't like me.
They just don't. They don't like. You have to have the energy going into the beginning, right? Because it's a long haul. And sometimes, Josh, you got to stay amped for a very long time with this podcast. Because sometimes in between, you're like, damn, dude, they left me on that cliffhanger.
For 2 months.
And 2 months later, they made good on it. So when you come back, you can't be like, hey, I'm Josh.
That's not what I did. I said, hello. Welcome. I was so pumped.
We'll give it another try in maybe another 100 episodes.
Maybe you'll be right.
We don't want to, we don't want to mix things up too much. Our winning formula.
Yeah, right. We're doing a great job.
Anyway, hello.
Hi, we're back.
We return. It's mostly Josh's fault. I don't know what to say.
No, we would have been back 2 months ago, but Ryan keeps putting stuff in his butt, so we couldn't fucking do a podcast because it made him sick.
It really was unfortunate. I didn't think it was going to do that.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
They always say don't drink the green liquid, but I thought it would be cool.
I thought it would be okay if I butt chugged it.
Yeah, it turns out Lou Gehrig's
I don't know why.
disease.
I'm just Lou Gehrig's disease.
They don't call it that anymore, right?
No, isn't it just, that's MS,
ALS?
Right? Is that ALS?
I don't know. I think it's ALS.
ALS? Fucking Jesus.
Welcome to the medical pod.
Where we get everything wrong and tell you how to live.
Yeah. You almost said the S word. I almost said the S word.
You did.
Don't apologize to them.
God damn it.
I had some trips and I also had some terrible illness.
You really did.
But we are back. I didn't die. The doctors were stumped. They're doing a study. I don't know what to say, but I'm back now.
Dude, they had him in one of those like hazmat suits. He was the bubble boy for quite a while.
Bubble boy. I hate bubble boy. Boy in the plastic
bubble. He was John Travolta, and I was the horse.
Yeah, I was just about to say, and then he got fucking AIDS from the horse and died.
So he had such a blousy shirt on that time at that movie too. He was just like, I'm ready to live, chest hair out.
It was majestic. I might have to upload that. That might actually be on the YouTube channel of us watching Boy in the Plastic Bubble.
It might. I think we did it on Twitch,
but I saved it.
Did you really?
Yeah. So I don't know if I uploaded it ever. Maybe I'll upload that because it's confusing the rights. If that's public domain or not.
Yeah, we were very.
It was very wishy-washy.
Yeah, we were kind of like, we might get sued.
Yeah. I guess I'll just throw it up and see what happens.
Travolta might get mad. This is uncalled for.
This is uncalled. Look at these guys.
I need a Mazzini.
Hadazine.
I know your name. I know who you are.
All right, Josh.
Fuck's sake, man.
We got to get back on track. We're out of practice.
Oh.
we left you on a cliffhanger last time.
We did.
We said there was 2 bangers, and Josh wanted to argue that.
I still do.
There are several more bangers that have come out since then, but I think we're gonna go in chronological order, at least for now.
Yeah.
Because we can do whatever we want, and it's our podcast. So
do you want to do a 102 part 2?
yeah, we might have to. Yeah, this might have to be a 2-parter. No, we'll just no.
All right.
103. We got to get to 200 quicker this time. We can do it. We can do it. I believe in us.
We can, dude. I believe in it, dude.
All right, here's what we want to talk about.
Fuck.
Josh. So this is out on Paramount Plus and to buy and own.
Yes.
But at the time that we teased it, it was in movie theaters where we saw it.
Yes. We bought tickets.
We bought tickets in several overpriced movie theater beers.
Yeah.
Like
dude.
like
and
5
it's
of
like
them.
I wasn't buying them because I needed them, like Avatar 2.
Yeah, right. Yes.
I bought them because I was like, I am having the most fun at the theater I have had in a long time. I'm going to go buy more beer so that I can enjoy this even more.
It's true. And we're talking, of course, about Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Josh, what did you think of D&D?
I went in with rock bottom expectations for that movie. The trailers did not really win me over. I was kind of like, I'll check it out. And wow, did that movie's better than it has any fucking right to be. That movie was a damn good time. Good popcorn flick.
And it holds up on. I've watched it probably like 3 more times since then.
I've watched it 1 more since then.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Nice.
Because I was like, dude, I just, fuck it. So
I saw it on
just
4K Blu-ray, and I thought about buying it, but I didn't.
This fucking guy.
Because when it's on a streaming service, I'm always just kind of like, it'll be there forever, even though I know it won't be.
Right.
But it's just like, it's just a fun, well-paced, well-acted Michelle Rodriguez
is the best character in the whole movie.
Brings a lot to the movie. It's actually crazy. Justice Smith doing a great job.
Dude, I remember being like, oh, that's that idiot from Jurassic World. I hate that guy. And then Detective fucking Pikachu killing it.
Yeah, he was good in Detective Pikachu.
D&D killing it. What other? There was another movie where he was like front and center. And
yeah. I can't remember. But yeah, you're right. He was in something else that he did a good job in.
But the guy's just rocking it out there, man.
Yeah. Doing great.
Well done.
And
Chris Pine being Chris Pine, but he's been doing so much serious stuff now. I forgot he used to. Yeah, I watched Smoking Aces the other day just for fun. I was like, God, I forgot what a fucking weird ass he is in this movie.
Like he does a good job, but I would say it's like his performance is nothing special. It's almost the surrounding cast is so much more. It really impressive.
Is. He's kind of like the first J.J. Abrams Star Trek Kirk.
Yeah, but it's not like it's bad.
Yeah, no, it's not, dude. It's honestly,
it's kind of
Michelle Rodriguez kind of fucking does everything, and I can't believe that I said it to you when I was like, am I about to say that Michelle Rodriguez was my favorite part of the movie?
Yeah,
because I have never been impressed by Michelle Rodriguez.
It seems like everybody understood the assignment. Who directed the movie? Do you know?
I don't know.
I'll have to look that up because whoever wrote and directed it, they just fucking nailed the tone. Like all of the extras and like all the set pieces and all of the side characters. All very good.
So fucking good. And the villain was just creepy and weird.
Yeah, she was good.
God,
like,
so
great. A guy yelled, "Oi, he's nicking our bits and bobs." And I was like, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen.
Dude. John Francis Daly. Fucking Waiting Freaks and Geeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, him
and he did Game Night, right?
Yes.
So fucking I always talk about how Game Night had more
and Jonathan Goldstein.
I mean, there's probably 4 gazillion Jonathan Goldsteins.
Yeah, right, dude.
Dude, Yeah, that, and when he made Game Night, and it's like not overly awesome.
Game Night
but
was pretty
it
good,
had a
dude.
bunch of weird style, and I thought that it was very well made. And I remember talking about that on the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know what episode that fucking was.
That was a long
time ago.
Yeah, because I think we talked about that and Tag.
Yeah, and I talked about where comedy movies were at the time.
Yeah, no,
and
we had a
how
whole
much I
breakdown of that.
hated
Yeah.
Tag, and how I thought Game Night is honestly pretty good.
Yeah, well, dude, I thought it was going to end up being. I remember that conversation because we were both talking about how we thought Tag was going to be good.
Was gonna be
and
the big-
Game Night
yeah.
was going to suck, and turns out.
Yeah, oof.
So I watched Game Night after you brought that up.
Dude, so yeah, to fucking I look forward to what he makes next because, dude, like I said, completely understood the assignment.
Incredible movie.
And got great performance. Like great director, I'm gonna say. Like fucking Jesus Christ, he got amazing performances out of everybody.
Yeah,
and the tone and the pacing and everything is right on. Damn, I can't believe that he made this movie because I'm just like, I liked Game Night, but I didn't think this is like maybe one of my favorite movies ever.
This is definitely one of my favorites. I like I said, was not expecting that movie to be as good as it was. I really enjoyed myself, dude. The jokes are funny. I thought it was going to be too corny, you know.
Sure.
I was like, I don't know. I expected really bad jokes, you know, just a lot of like, oh God, I'm going to piss off somebody here, but I thought it was going to be Critical Role.
Sure. Yeah.
And I can't stand Critical Role. And, you know, I mean, I know it appeals to some. It does not appeal to me at all. And I was afraid that was what was going to come out of this. And it was so much better.
Yeah. I
loved it.
I had pitched early on that I thought maybe it shouldn't just be like, here we are in this world. It should be like it opens with some kids playing a game of D&D or something, or whatever, and then we're showing
dice roll.
We're
real
showing,
quick.
We're showing.
You're
this
seeing the dudes,
ridiculous, but
the
like
miniatures.
No, I think you're right. I think that might have gone too far in the other direction.
That's too
I
meta.
think they towed that line, especially with Bridge. I can't ever remember his name. The dude from Bridgerton. His character, just like the overly.
Oh my God, he was so great.
Just
dude.
the ultimate hero, fucking badass.
Well, and it's like
and how boring that is.
Yeah, and I hate to draw the comparison, but there's a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy kind of thing in here where you've got a lot of those archetypes, but it stands on its own. It's not the same kind of it's kind of the same kind of humor, but it's not, because this isn't a James Gunn movie. It doesn't feel like a James
and it
Gunn
doesn't have
movie.
the same it doesn't have the same energy or pacing
No,
as
no,
Guardians,
not at all.
But it definitely it's going for.
It's got that style.
I was gonna say maybe it's just because it's comedy that hits in like a team up, like in a group setting,
and it's got
kind of
that
thing.
heart to it and everything, because
somebody cared who made it.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Somebody gave a shit. And dude, everybody seemed like they were just having a blast, you know. And it really shows in the God, dude, it's so good. And like you're saying, the set pieces, the sets themselves are so good. And like sometimes the CGI is bad.
Yeah.
But for some odd reason, that adds to the movie. Like, it's just like, that looks
and
fake
what
as
I
shit,
and what I
don't
appreciate
care.
about it is at least they had the balls to do the final. The places where it looks bad, it's because it's in the final confrontation of the movie, like the big final set piece.
Yeah.
But it's in the middle of the fucking day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at least I can see what is happening.
Yes.
Because they could have.
There's no rain.
Yeah,
And it's
it could have
not
been
dark as
rain and
shit. There's no
dark and-
orange haze or anything. They just like, no, this happens in the middle of the day in the middle of a courtyard.
They had to actually shoot it outside, on a set. I'm sure there's blue screen everywhere, but still, like, what I mean?
The slime looked really good though. That bit was awesome. God, the maze was so cool.
Yeah,
dude.
the under the maze was great. So I'm glad you watched it again because you saw the chase,
that was incredible,
which was really good. That was
because at that point I was like, I can't hold this anymore.
That's a problem with drinking during movies.
Yeah. Sometimes nature calls and she doesn't care about what you're doing.
The changeling that's gonna, or the wild shape that's
the wild shape and the mimic. God, I fucking hate mimics. I hate mimics. Like just as a gamer, fuck a mimic, dude. I want that loot. I'm gonna go for that loot, and you dare to put a monster in a box.
That's true, man.
I hate you.
You know what? You gotta exercise restraint sometimes, Josh.
Hell no.
If a chest is too Gucci to be Trill. And it's probably Cap.
sus.
Yeah.
It's probably Cap. God damn it. No, Hugh Grant. Fucking, I had just watched The Gentleman.
Yeah, you were talking about
and
his
he was
performance in
awesome
that.
in being a slime ball in that. And he's just chewing scenery in this movie. An incredible thorn in their side. I loved Hugh Grant, dude.
Yeah.
Just such a douchebag.
And
he was so detestable.
a lot of times with the and don't get me wrong, I love me Lord of the Rings and some more serious fantasy and even though like there's room for both, and I'm glad somebody finally pulled it off.
Yeah.
Like they didn't. It's not like fucking what was the Natalie Portman?
Oh God, Your Highness.
Your Highness, like where they're going full on, the Black Knights and like where you're going full, which that was medieval, but whatever.
Yeah.
Where you're going full on
That's a fantastical element.
satire. Yeah. It's time travel.
Yeah.
Going full on satire. You know what I mean? Where they just it was a fun. Like, look at these fucking ne'er-do-wells.
If you like The Princess Bride, you're gonna like Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. They're great fantasy comedies.
They stumbled their way into a big,
Oops.
doing something big there at the end, but it was really just trying to steal stuff.
Yeah.
That's all they were trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh, and cleverness in the filmmaking and the writing when it came to getting the picture, which I forget.
Yes.
There was an Easter egg with that painting.
There was.
I forget who it was, but it doesn't matter. But them getting the painting in, they were trying to get something into a locked cart.
Yes.
And
by using a magic mirror.
yeah,
right?
or the hither,
yes.
hither, whatever the fuck.
Thither, flitter.
Flither. But anyway, the way they pulled that off,
So cool.
and how it looked, and the way they shot it, and everything about it, and the cleverness of the whole sequence in general.
The cart bit, the bit with the cart and
Yeah.
the mirror and everything. That's
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Because I thought, because they were trying to do the cart and get it into that building.
Get it into the cart so then it would get into the vault.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God.
But then if it was on the ground.
then it
right?
fell
so
over.
it didn't work.
Oh
Yes.
my God. And then they had to climb in through the.
Yeah.
That shit was great. And then the changeling chick that turned into a fly. Mm-hmm. That was so cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When the fly and then all the animals on the chase out, like that. Yeah, like there are tons of great sequences that are well shot, action packed,
very well
thought out. It's got the humor. It's got the heart. It's like I said, it's very close to being like a perfect movie. It's no Blade Runner 2049 or something like that. It's not pushing the medium forward, but in terms of like. And I know it's based on existing IP, but I'm kind of like, this is the first movie that feels kind of fresh, like just a fun popcorn fucking movie.
Fantasy.
Yeah. Just like a
sword and
genre
sorcery.
film that's just like fun and new and feels cool.
Yeah. I mean, just because Dungeons and Dragons exists doesn't mean that they can't make. I mean, especially when
nobody's looking at it like, oh, the thing I know.
Especially,
right?
yeah, exactly. Especially when you're holding it up against like the other, I think 3 or 4 Dungeons and Dragons movies that have come out, and they're all fucking terrible.
Yeah.
No. Oh, dude, and I loved the quick Easter egg in the maze with the kids from the old cartoon from when I was a kid. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, fun. Yeah, and they have stuff like that, nods to people who know some of the material in the game and stuff like that, like with the mimics and some of the
phase beast
the items and some of
yeah.
the things they talk about.
I think there was a beholder in one of the scenes, and fuck a beholder. Those things are shitty.
Yeah, very, 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 very good. It's a 4 thumbs up from us.
Oh, for sure.
That's the rating system.
Yeah. We each have 2 thumbs.
It's true.
And we got 2 thumbs and don't give a damn. God damn it. No, that's God, dude, I think about that movie a lot.
Yeah.
movie's
So when we
great.
initially were going to record this podcast in the theaters, it was a definitely go and see. And now that it's literally out to buy or rent or watch
Just
on Paramount
stream.
Plus,
Yeah, you can watch it on Paramount Plus.
you gotta watch it.
Definitely. That's
It
a
is-
high recommend.
It is the shit. It's the tits, Josh.
It's the bee's knees, the dog's bullocks.
All right, we don't normally do this, but we started with the good one.
Yeah, we did. We really fucking did.
And we're going even older. We're going even older than Dungeons and Dragons.
Ryan
here.
wanted to talk about the good one first because holy shit. But
Because
I feel like we should have ended it on a good note.
we should have. We normally do, but you know what?
Maybe we'll squeeze one more in because I don't think I want to end on this.
I wanted to make sure that people know.
I want to forget I saw this.
We gotta go to our bread and butter here, Josh. As unfortunate as it is,
I know. I know.
you know, and it sucks for me. It sucks for me a lot because I don't know if you know this. Huge fan of these movies.
Me too. I'm on record as saying that the second one is one of my favorites
True.
of that entire run, and I mean all of them.
Oh, well, all right, yeah, I'm there with you on that. But it's interesting to hear you say that.
I said
All
it
right,
on the podcast.
nah, you didn't say shit.
No, fuck.
We're talking about Ant-Man Quantumania,
What a
unfortunately.
fucking pile of shit. Moving on.
Josh, what do you think of Ant-Man Quantumania?
It's a fucking pile of shit, dude. I have
really
nothing good to say about this fucking movie. I got so angry, I became bored. I didn't even know that could happen to me. I usually just go full irate and I start ranting and yelling. I get red, talking a mile a minute. I fucking shake, I think. I get a vein, maybe. I was just like, I'm so pissed off I can't even blink. Like, I was just so fucking mad, dude.
This reeks of leadership kind of doesn't know what they're doing. And
Putting a character in a situation he doesn't know what to do because they don't know what to
Yeah,
do
and
because they haven't set up fuck all.
they don't know where their brand and where their universe, unfortunately,
Nope.
is going. And this seems like total studio leadership not knowing what to do, but knowing that they need to get certain things out of the way.
Yep.
And it got hung on this movie, and it became a fucking bastardization of what this character in these movies have been.
Yep.
And it's a fucking disgrace. And Ant-Man has always felt a little, and I said this about Black Panther, but Ant-Man has always felt a little outside of the main kind of.
Well, because with the Black Panther movie, the first one, dude, it was more like a
it was different.
like
Yeah,
a like a wacky Bond kind of thing almost, dude. Where it's just you're doing the chases and stuff. Whereas Winter Soldier was like fucking an espionage movie, kind of, based on like 3 Days of the Condor, a Conversation, and all that. Black Panther felt like it was kind of Roger Moore, Bond, Mission Impossible, action packed, little bit of the spy kind of thing going on, especially with like the car chase and everything. And then you had the double cross from the evil brother and everything. Classic comic book shit.
And
Quantumania has a bit of that classic comic book shit.
Well, yes.
But the problem is it's not an Ant-Man movie.
You don't put it in this movie because the first two Ant-Mans, it's like, okay.
They've always been,
they felt
and this is not a pun, small.
They felt, I was going to say, they felt small. They had a very family angle to it. There was never any secret identity or fucking I'm working with S.H.I.E.L.D. and universal threats and whatever. And like, these were big time threats. Like, San Francisco is a large fucking place. But and they've always they've had a cast of characters and everybody.
He's got his boys. He's got the separated family.
Yeah, and I've talked about on this podcast the representation of like a divorced
functioning divorced family,
and how that looks in the relationship with the stepdad and him, the mom, the kid, everything. Always talk about Michael Pena. Always talk about fucking
the Russian guy,
Polka Dot Man, and
Polka Dot Man. I can't remember his name.
Never remember his fucking name.
And he's actually in this movie. He plays the dude with the laser in his Fuck that fucking retard character.
And it always felt like this is this is what is important to these movies. And when he shows up in Endgame, it was a real fish out of water. He kind of got his moment, but he got plucked out of his world and put into this one.
Yeah, exactly.
And they even,
He
I feel like the
became like an
Russo
Avenger
brothers
that
understood
mattered.
that more, where like he was doing his thing. He felt like he should have felt in that movie.
Yes.
He does not feel like the same character in this movie. The joke of like, I helped save the world. It was funny for like 5 seconds, but they kept it through the whole movie. This movie might just make me hate Michelle Pfeiffer, actually.
That's
like
what you
her
said.
personally.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
her performance is shit. Her fucking, I hated her in the second one. I was mad. And we talked about it.
Yeah, you hated the concept of her character.
I hated
but
the
you
concept
weren't
of her
annoyed
character.
by her as much. Because, like, they really should call this movie Ant-Man and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes,
Because-
Michelle Pfeiffer fucks around. It doesn't tell anybody anything, and then we have to listen to Bill Murray, and it was like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, I was already annoyed, and then Bill Murray showed up, and I was like, oh, this is...
Yeah,
I know what this is. Fuck this movie.
Watch Michael Douglas stare at a green screen, not knowing what's going on, and put his hand to his ear or whatever.
Dude,
right?
I feel like Hank might be going senile in the movies, and I think Michael Douglas. He was just making me sad every time he was on screen.
But he didn't have anything to say or do.
Nope.
Same with the Wasp.
Oh,
Why
dude,
was she even in it?
has maybe like 5 lines in the whole fucking movie, and I was like, dude, part of the other half of the reason I love these movies is because of Hope Van Dyne.
Yeah.
And she's not in it.
Their back and forth, their dynamic has always been very funny.
It's been great, yeah. Her being better
Even
at being a
her
hero
relationship
than
with
him.
her dad is also very good.
Yes.
And that's not even in it.
Nope.
Like,
her relationship with her mom and her dad is non-existent in this. She's just a side character in a movie in which she's
and named
part
it,
of
right?
the
Is it
titular-
Ant-Man and Wasp?
It's Ant-Man and
Quantumania,
Wasp
right?
and Quantumania. Question of Quantumania. I feel like that title's longer. Than
Kang as Kang, I'm just like, I don't care. Maybe I'm an
Kang
asshole.
as the weird stranger that she meets was very cool.
Very
I'll give it
creepy
that.
and very cool.
Very sinister, very cagey. I
Yeah.
liked him a lot. And then when he was Kang and just the angry Blueface man, I was like, I hate this.
Yeah, when you have a villain that like is making sense to a certain extent, although it's like you can't let that happen.
Right.
But like I understand where you're coming from, it's fine. But then when he was just kind of like, well, I was gonna strike this deal with you, and you could have just let it happen, and you would have been fine. It's like now he's like, but now I'm just angry at everybody, and I'm so powerful. I'm so powerful, and I didn't watch the show, so maybe this was in the show, but
It
like
wasn't.
I'm so powerful. And we got to let people know how sinister I am and how good I'm going to be. That even Loki is like, I'm scared of this guy. And I'm like, guys, just fucking have some faith. If he's that cool, let it speak for itself. Stop trying to convince me that he's such a badass. I hate everything about this movie almost. Mm-hmm. There's one exception.
Oh, yeah.
And what's funny is a lot of people hated this. But there's one exception.
I think that's the
First of all-
only right, because like you think back to like the first 2, and Paul Rudd had a bit of the writing in it.
Yeah.
And, like got to ad lib, I think, and I feel like this is the only scene that he got to keep.
So first of all, his
And I
daughter,
loved that part.
his daughter's good, and Cassie is good. She was good in Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
bringing that up. And she's very good in this. But MODOK is fucking great.
MODOK is incredible. Oh, dude, I thought we were talking about like you're being a dick.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Such a dick.
Yes, that's the two of them.
Yeah.
They're back and forth about like, yeah, just don't be a dick. It's like it's too late. Look
I'm
at me.
such a
I'm
dick.
such a dick.
I loved
Yeah.
MODOK, dude,
Yeah.
because MODOK fucking sucks.
MODOK is stupid.
He's a giant head with tiny body.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows that.
Scott talking to King was the only time he actually got to do anything fucking worthwhile either.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like he was an extra in his own fucking dude. Michelle Pfeiffer, I hated the concept of her fucking character. In this, I was like, oh, at least they're gonna explain some things. It doesn't explain shit. It just makes her worse. I'm like, they should have left her.
I feel like it did explain shit. The explanation was
It's fucking
just
garbage.
really stupid. Yeah, it was bad. It was all bad. It was all bad. It was all bad. It was all bad. bad.
I'm gonna make this sacrifice and stop this guy. Oh, I guess I can just go back.
Oops.
I guess I can just go back immediately.
I didn't do anything. Later. Fucking fuck, dude. Like, and it's like I'm watching the way this movie is playing. And Kang, as I recall, was a Fantastic Four villain first. Mm-hmm. And this entire movie feels more like a Fantastic Four movie. And I feel like they made it in trying to make the Pyms or the Lang Pyms the Fantastic Four, because they didn't have the rights yet, maybe when they started this script or something. I don't know. But then it's also just a really bad Fantastic Four movie.
Well, I was going to say, but you bring in the Fantastic Four and make it a little bit more camp and a little bit more fucking sciencey talk about what's going on instead of like,
yeah, because
we're in the quantum realm.
An asshole, yeah.
Ants, I guess. Oh, I fucking hate it. It's so bad. For like, insert the things that I think make Ant-Man, it's still bad.
It's still a bad movie.
It's still bad, but at least I'm not like overly angry that it's like a bastardization of the fucking character and the movie, right? Like, and but it still would be bad.
Yeah,
like
dude,
if all of a sudden it's like Michael Pena like shows up at the end.
Well, like I was gonna say, like Michael Pena gets pulled in with them or something, and he gets off on his own.
We never see him.
We see him panicking a couple times, maybe and shit, and then he comes in and he's like the leader of the rebellion, and that would have been at least.
And then it's like, tell me what happened. Like, how did this happen?
Oh, this shit.
And it's
and
a
then
nonsense
we do one
story.
Of his Michael Pena things. Oh man, is he like Michael? Scott's my boy.
And I don't want to be the guy who's just like, I want more of the thing I like, but like. This wasn't it, dog. At least you're gonna make some people happy.
If you're gonna get rid of them and double down on the Lang and Pym situation, get rid of the mom and the stepdad, get rid of Michael Pena and the friend, the Polka Dot Man. I wish I remembered that guy's name.
And T.I.
T.I. is never gonna. Fuck T.I. I never really liked T.I. anyway.
He didn't stand out of that.
He
group.
was not. Yeah, no, dude. It was Baba Yaga.
Yes,
and fucking Michael Pena, and you get rid of them, which is what they did.
Yeah.
Then make the Pyms and the Langs interesting. And build upon that. We're a family, and we've got to do this right. Kind of thing, you know, they didn't bother to do that. Fucking hell, but Pym barely even mattered. Hey, Scott barely even matters in the fucking movie, dude.
But the thing
nobody matters.
The thing that bugs me the most is I was talking about like how great of a representation of like a split family and all that stuff looked like in these movies, and then they just have like all of them sitting around acting like they're a family and like
no mention at all.
The mom or the
no
stepdad
mention at all.
And I'm just kind of like, ooh, uh-oh.
Like, why didn't the mom, like, she'd be like, because fucking
my dad got remarried, now I have a new grandma, grandpa, and a mom. And I'm just like, ooh, that's the thing you don't want to do.
Right? Well, I'm just like, okay, then you need to, they could have had her call Scott about Cassie being locked up, because Cassie gets locked up at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
And she's like,
I forgot about that.
This is your fault, you know? Like she does. How she always goes to 11 and then immediately comes back down.
Wait, she's in jail. Her stepdad's a fucking cop.
Yeah.
He wasn't there?
Nope.
Yeah. Dude, oh.
No, there's so many things that should have happened. Like, was there an explanation about what happened to the parents that we missed in one of these random shows that we're all supposed to fucking...
Well, and I was going to say in an Endgame, I'm like, were we just supposed to think that she like lived in that house by herself as a teenager? That's
what I was like, oh, well, they got snapped away.
Yeah.
So they're gone. You know, okay, fine.
But I guess they weren't. I don't know. There's no the world may never know.
Right.
And the thing, and you know what sucks is like, even if this was bad, instead of absolutely
shit
character destroying fuck these movies bad, 2 in a row, you're doing great. I haven't seen Guardians yet. Fucking
we really gotta talk about Guardians.
So I would be like, well, maybe they'll do something. Maybe they'll tackle that in a different one because I really like the daughter, and maybe that'll become a thing. But now I'm like, don't do anything. Never just act like these don't exist. Let me forget this movie forever and don't ever bring them back.
I watched that movie and I was like, fuck this. I'm out, dude. This is it. Fuck this. I'm done, dude. I'm done. And then I watched Guardians 3.
Yeah, well,
and we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I was also pretty much like, I'm out, and I'm like, obviously I'm going to wrap up Guardians.
Yeah.
That is a story.
That was why I went.
That's something in itself that like Guardians 3 getting made was like a big deal.
Guardians 1 and 2. Yeah, Guardians being made and being as successful as it was, and Guardians 2 being better than the first one.
And then actually bringing him back after fucking fake canceling him. And
right.
And the actors all wrapping, assuming they wrap up their story or whatever. Don't say anything.
Dude, it's fucking.
That's a big deal for me, and that's like this.
That was
a
very big deal for me, and that's why I went.
That's like a subset of these movies.
Well, what I was going with was like Guardians has its own story, and it needed to be concluded, and I needed to see the end of it.
Agreed.
And it's just, dude. And, so for me, like as angry as I am about Marvel movies because of this and what a fucking shit show most of these movies have been, dude. I still haven't seen Black Panther 2. I'm not going to.
I was gonna say I watched that and then this, and I'm just like, oh well, this is over.
Because I think I said it in episode 100. I liked the second Doctor Strange. It feels like a Sam Raimi movie, but the longer I've been, the more I've thought about like how it misses a lot of the beats of Sam Raimi films that I enjoy. Because like you and everybody else has said, yeah, it's a Sam Raimi movie, but then they've also got that Disney crap in it. And yeah, dude, it's got that Disney Marvel thing their brand of cheese and the cheese of Sam Raimi collide. They do not mesh well. We're not looking at a delicious mac and cheese sauce. We're looking at fucking, I don't know.
And a lot of these tropes and a lot of these well-worn fucking things that have been in these movies. It's not like we're acting like, oh, I've never liked it. Like, of course, it's not working anymore.
Yeah.
We're tired.
Yeah.
It's gone. It's long in the tooth. They're running out of ideas. They fucking pulled off the impossible.
Yep.
In Endgame, and I'll say Endgame, even into the Spider-Man movies afterwards, they pulled off almost the impossible, but they just can't help themselves.
Nope.
And when it came to Black Panther and this fucking movie, I'm just like, all right, R.I.P. It is what it is. Like fucking, we're done here.
Yep.
And like I said, Guardians doesn't even feel like it's part of that. So we'll see.
Which was a praise that I lobbied for the Ant-Man movies because they always felt like they were their own thing off it. Yeah, sure. He interacted with him once in a while. He was, and like you said, in Endgame,
it was good. There. They brought him in. Yeah.
But like they always felt like they were just doing wacky comedy sci-fi heists over here in the corner in San Francisco where no one gave a shit about them. And I was there for it. I loved that they felt separate, completely separate from the other things. It was great. Yeah. They were great small movies. Yeah. I hate that every time we talk about these movies because it's a stupid pun. But
it's a stupid pun, and it's also made by Disney.
And it's also completely unintentional. Yeah. You know?
But just what a shame.
Fucking damn shame.
We've been so concise this episode.
Right.
We do have time for a third. So what do we want to go to? Do I need to pull up the list?
Shazam.
You want to talk about Ghosted?
Shazam 2. We saw that. Moving on.
Shazam. Yeah. Shazam 2.
I forgot most of Shazam 2. I know that it was
Ask
a movie.
me the question, Josh.
Ryan.
What?
What did you think of Shazam 2?
It's aight.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah, that was okay.
I'm not. I don't think they'll make another one.
No. Well, definitely not now that they're fucking.
They're. Who knows what's happening? The Flash came out this weekend. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see about that.
We'll get there when we get there.
But
I'm in no rush for that.
We got to see Asteroid City first.
Definitely. Fuck yeah, that movie looks
We're
great.
Go see Into the Spider-Verse
You
four
become
more times.
yeah.
No spoilers for the next one.
No,
we haven't seen it yet.
No, we don't know what we're talking about. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the next one.
Yeah. No, Shazam 2 was fine. It was okay.
Yeah. I think people were saying it was like really bad, and it's not really
a lot
bad.
of people said it was terrible, and I was like, this isn't terrible, it's just not very good.
It's more of the first one, but like it didn't execute as well.
It is weird to see a man in his late 20s turn into a man in his early 40s. Because they're just like, yeah, maybe you should have like set this a little earlier.
Yeah,
or something,
they should have,
or started earlier, like they did with Harry Potter, and he's like a kid, and then he becomes a teenager.
Yeah, I guess they didn't plan out when they cast in the first one for a sequel.
Because that kid does not look like a little kid.
Well, and that's
anymore.
why,
and it's only been a few years. It's like the Stranger Things kids, where I'm like, I don't buy that.
When you're a kid,
anymore.
5 years or 3 or 4 years is a long time.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's why I don't know. Maybe he wasn't on camera very much, but
yeah, he was, because he's just
he's Zach Levi.
Yeah, he's Zach Levi for 90% of the movie. Yeah, that's another one where like the family angle really didn't hit this time around, and it hit the first time. I liked the whole found family angle that.
And they tried to shoe it in. You know, they tried to shoehorn it in there at the end, and. Out of nowhere, just for no reason. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a foster kid, so maybe this is a real thing. But it's just kind of like, I'm going to turn 18, says the 21-year-old. And it's just like, I got to start making money or something. And, damn, my parents who, they went over in the first one that they're like not normal foster parents. They're like actually trying to like have these kids be like their family.
Yeah.
And then also, he's like, you can't. But on the same hand, it's like, you can't go to college. You have to stay here and be part of my super team.
Yeah.
None of it makes a lot of sense on the family angle. Now let's get to the superhero bullshit. And it's just like, were they god? They were gods. Who the fuck were they?
They were
Lucy Liu and the.
They were the.
Is it Helen Mirren?
Yeah, Lucy Liu,
Helen Mirren, and the girl from West Side Story.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, Olivia Rodrigo. The girl from West Side Story. I don't know. I can't remember her name. Yeah, the new West Side Story.
Yeah, the new West. Yeah, dude, it's not.
But when you're saying Helen Mirren,
yeah, it all goes out there.
Oh yeah.
No, dude.
They're like, we need magic or something.
Yeah, we need this stick.
Yeah. They take the stick. Why the stick was not with the stick man, we'll never know. I think and then he's got to beat her.
No, because fucking Mark, the bad guy from the first movie, and then he broke it in half and threw it in the ocean like an idiot. No, he threw it on the ground.
He just threw it on the ground and left it there. Yeah,
because he's an idiot.
Yeah,
because he's a dumb kid.
Yes,
that's fine.
I was gonna say if we seem like we're a little wishy-washy on the specifics of what happened in this movie, it's because, superhero antics.
Yeah.
There's nothing of real note, to be completely honest.
Really, there were no real stakes. Yeah, there were supposed to be stakes.
They had the unicorns. They had
there was a unicorn. They found Skittles.
Yeah, they had the taste the rainbow. They had the fantasy beasts because they planted the evil tree on Earth.
The world's tree.
Yeah, they planted the evil world tree. And they needed something for something.
And the boss fight went on for 45 minutes.
Yeah, and it was way too long. There was a lot of like sneaking around their world, which I forget where they were from. Because I feel like they were like
Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
No.
Philadelphia.
No. I'm talking about Lucy Liu's world.
Oh yeah,
because there was like a name for it.
The God dimension.
Oh, remember that fucking Gal Gadot showed up in front of a green screen?
Oh god, that terrible.
At the end.
I was actually gonna bring that up, but I forgot all about it.
And she's like, "You did it because I'm a god." And then like you see like a man's hand reach out, and then it cuts back to her. And clearly, they were not in the same place. They were not in the same place. They were not in the same place.
Yeah, it's a lot of over the shoulder from behind shots. Yep. And that's not even that's
because
fine.
But I'm saying
it's
that's
not
how
CGI
much they
lip
care.
bad. Yeah, right. Yeah, like, they did not care about this movie.
They could have showed. They couldn't get her to stand next to that kid, right? They couldn't get. No, they're like, nah. You can show up on set and stand in front of this green screen. Like, that's how much we care about this. Why have the I don't know.
Well, remember, we saw Superman from the crotch down.
Yeah, that's true.
Better in the CGI lip.
See, but then he shows up in Black Adam, and now none of these characters are part of this world anymore. But then the Flash comes out, and then we're all confused. So I love the we're gonna go see the Flash. It's unfortunate. I know. It's unfortunate, but the reason I want to see it so much, so many conflicting reports.
Yeah,
dude. I'm
hearing it's good.
I'm not. Well, dude,
that it's fine.
I'm not here. See, I've heard nothing about it's fine. I hear it's fucking great, or it's the worst fucking movie ever. So I'm like, that's the shit I like to hear. I like to be like, wow, I really got to see where this is at, because
oh my God,
all I'm hearing is it's great or it's shit. And I'm like, ooh, that intrigues me. Because if everybody's like, it's okay. Like, that's what I hear. That's what I heard about Venom a bunch. It's all right.
A lot of the people I knew was just like, Venom's awesome. And I watched like 20 minutes of it. I was like, I can't do
I've
this.
never watched it. But now, fuck, we can't talk about it. Never mind. It's going to be like, but now I don't even know what's going on in Venom
how
world.
How much time do we have left?
The Vulture's not even there anymore, maybe.
Oh my God. How much time do we have?
We've been very concise this episode.
We really have. Shazam 2, watch it or don't.
But we have a lot to get through, right?
Yeah.
Shazam 2, don't believe anybody that says it's bad.
Yeah.
It's just kind of bad.
It's just whatever.
It really is like, that did well. Shit a sequel out.
Yeah.
It feels very old school and like,
yeah,
here's some more of this.
Well, I feel like The Rock
and
insisting
we upped the
on
stakes
getting his own
bit.
shit and being like, no, fuck Shazam. I want Superman.
Yeah.
I'm The Rock.
Yeah, Shazam
really fucking took the wind out of the sail. I know a lot of people are saying that's not the problem. I 100 think him throwing a temper tantrum is fucking
The Rock's career is kind of right now, and I think his attitude for with
his
the Fast,
dumb demands.
Yeah, his attitude with the Fast and the Furious movies mixed with Black Adam. Yeah, I think he's on.
No one cares about how you can't fall down and can't get hit and fucking can't bleed and.
I think he's on the downturn right now, which is unfortunate. I mean, and seems like people like this Fast movie. I'm fucking jacked for it. I thought it was going to be overly serious, and then I saw some.
Why would you think?
Because
that?
Fast 9.
Oh yeah.
Because
dude, I just watched the trailers and I was like, oh, this movie's gonna suck.
Which is what you want.
I don't know, but I was like, this movie's gonna suck.
No. Then I saw like a little vignette or whatever of how Jason Momoa is acting in the movie. And I'm like, this is gonna be fucking amazing.
Okay, I need to
see
that then.
He's fucking out of his mind.
All right.
He's like Charlize Theroning it in Fast 8, right?
All right.
Like it's ridiculous. I thought it was gonna be more like, oh Dom, you fucked me over, and now it's super bad. Now I'm the biggest bad guy you're ever gonna meet, and your family is gonna be torn apart. Then I'm like, that's like the trailer, right? Then I watched this little clip of the movie, and he's just like mustache twirling, effeminate weirdo, fucking like laughing it up, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is gonna be amazing.
All right.
And we'll talk about that. But,
yeah, when we get to that.
Anyway, I don't even know why I brought that up. Oh, The Rock. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah. The Rock. Fuck him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
No.
If people are like, oh, Shazam sucks, like, bro, Black Adam is like 5 times worse.
Yeah. That is. I didn't think it could get worse than Batman versus Superman. And then Black Adam happened to me.
Bro. I mean, I don't know if I've said this before. Man of Steel is worse than Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
no.
right.
I just see. Okay. I thought Man of Steel was as bad as it was going to get.
Okay.
And then Batman versus Superman happened. And I was like, no, it can get worse. And we watched the good version.
We watched the version that made sense.
Yeah. Which it didn't.
I don't know. I said, I think Man of Steel is worse.
Dude, I'll hear that argument.
Okay.
I will hear that argument, man. For me, it was just like, no, we're just doubling down on bullshit.
Sure, they didn't improve.
Yeah,
I guess is what you.
No, yeah. I was just like,
it wasn't like it was an improvement. It just wasn't quite as bad.
Yeah, I was just like, well, Ben Affleck's doing an okay job, I guess. You know, and then
we should talk it out. Whoo, gas.
Take this. Why did you say that, Dad? God fucking damn it, dude. Fuck that movie. Anyway, and then I was like, man, and then Justice League, I was like, this is bad, but it's bad in an early days Daredevil kind of way, where I'm like, whatever.
That movie made me a lot more mad than it did you. You enjoyed it. You enjoyed it for what it was.
I was like, dude.
And I was just like, oh, God.
No, dude, because I knew it was a shit show, dude. And as soon as it started and fucking Henry Cavill's got that terrible lip, and I was like, what did you do to my boy? And it's this fucking lifeless cartoon. Oh, God, it's so bad. He smiles, and I'm like, ah.
I mean, he made the right choice.
He really did,
because Fallout is amazing.
Yeah,
fucking you're not gonna give that up for fucking
hell no, dude. And Justice League. So good in Fallout. They did him wrong. I really think we shouldn't have gotten rid of him. But anyway, I don't know, dude. He never had a chance to be good.
Yes, the Cavill talk. Ugh,
but no.
I think we all can agree that they should have made one good Superman movie with Henry Cavill in it.
That's all I wanted, dude. And that's the only thing I'm gonna say. It's a damn shame what happened to him, but I'm not out there crying about The Witcher and shit. I don't fucking care. Fuck that show.
Like
it sucked
The
anyway.
Witcher.
Yo, shot fired. Pew, pew, pew. Anyway, no, dude.
Holster these guns.
Yeah, and then fucking Suicide Squad, and then fucking Birds of Prey, which I actually, you were so mad at me for falling asleep because I was tired and drunk while we were watching that movie. I actually sat down and watched it by myself.
Yeah, you had to see if I was telling the truth.
No, dude. I knew it was bad because it was so bad, and that's why I kept drinking. And then, goddamn fucking movie. Fuck that movie. That happened, and I was just like, this is awful. And then, then Wonder Woman, I was just like, this is fantastic. This is great, dude. Oh, incredible. And then Aquaman, and I was like, this is weird and goofy as shit. Yeah. I'm having a great time. I love that movie. It's not very good, and I don't care. And then
I think it's pretty good.
But everybody keeps telling me I'm fucking crazy because I liked that one. And I'm just like, Aquaman's fun, but Black Man is great.
Yeah, Aquaman's good.
Yeah, that's what I was like. It's like Flash Gordon underwater.
That's why they're making another one of those.
That's what I said. Shouldn't
that movie be out by now? What the hell are they doing?
Who the fuck knows?
Maybe he's in The Flash.
Oh, God. Probably. And then The Suicide Squad came out, and I was like, it's never going to get better than this. And fucking so far, I've been right. I don't count The Batman as part of these.
It's not part of that.
No, it's its own fucking thing, and it's one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. Logan, Winter Soldier, The Batman. Infinity War, yeah. Dude, fucking...
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Dude, Road to Perdition. Fuck it. Oh, God. Road to Perdition is a movie no one knows is a comic book movie because no one understands that comic books aren't always superheroes. Yeah,
I didn't know other than you told me, and I sat down and watched it on the floor of my apartment.
Right, when you first moved in. That was great. But no, dude, then the Suicide Squad happened, and I was like, dude, maybe we're getting better. Then fucking Black Adam showed up.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, fuck this shit, dude.
Yeah.
I hate these movies, and I hate DC Comics. And I don't. I love DC Comics, and I love Black Adam as a character. And then The Rock came in and was like, my baby, I'm going to get the worst fucking director anyone's ever worked with and a shitty fucking screenwriter because they'll feed my ego. Fuck you, dude.
And it's only looking worse.
Sorry, that was a huge rant.
No. You went over the history of it perfectly. We're like we're talking about Marvel, where it's just like, it's long in the tooth. It's fucking, we're getting sick of it. And it's just like, we never even got there with DC.
No.
And they can't figure it out. They had Zack Snyder's Justice League, and you're like, wow, it's a shame. It's a tragedy and a shame that movie didn't get made and put out properly.
Because like we said, he finally made a movie.
Yeah.
And it is so fucking good.
Yeah, and then everybody like, the Snyder Cut, and like all these random little tidbits where you'd hear like fucking his wife told him not to watch it and his blah blah, and I was kind of like, guys, it was like it might, I'm sure it's different, but like, come on.
Yeah.
He edited it from the same fucking movie, right? And then it's like then he puts his cut out. I'm like, oh no, I can see why he was mad.
No, they sabotaged the shit out of that.
Fucking Joss Whedon's a fucking moron. Like, Jesus Christ.
That guy had a right, and that the cyborg guy had a right to be angry, dude.
Yep, he was.
Because they did him dirty. Yeah. He's such a good character.
And everything you heard about it, it's just like, no, fucking 100% Joss Whedon showed up and just, I made the Avengers.
Took a butcher
Have you
knife.
heard of Firefly? And then like goes and like fucks some chick and behind his wife's back or whatever the fuck Joss Whedon does. And it's a shame because he's made some of the greatest.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean,
shit.
Fucking he made Avengers.
Yeah,
you know,
he made fucking directed Avengers. He fucking made Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Made Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Made
Firefly.
Yeah.
Made that awesome Much Ado About Nothing movie.
Much Ado About Nothing adaptation. Fucking Dr. Horrible.
Dr. Horrible. So, God, dude.
But like the guy seems like a total
I've
nightmare.
talked about that in a long time. That's a great fucking little short film, dude.
Yeah.
Writer's strike.
Right. Yeah, it was one of the writer's strike things because he was talking to Felicia Day. They were doing the Guild at the time, and I love and I went and saw when I went to the ArcLight with a Q&A after Much Ado About Nothing, and like, you know, he was there and fucking answering questions, and I'm just like, I loved that fucking guy. I was like, he could do no wrong.
Yeah.
But he seems like the worst fucking person. It's such a shame, right?
I saw an interview with the guy who played Spike on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be a temporary character, I guess. And he came into work one day and he just walked up to him. He's like, "Hey, Josh, how you doing? Josh, how you doing this morning?" And he grabbed him by the shirt, I guess, put him on against the wall. And he was like, "You're dead. You're supposed to be dead." Because I guess WB or whoever was running the company at that time insisted that they keep him around because he was so popular, and he was furious about him being there. So I guess he just treated him like shit every day on the screen, on the set.
Fucking punched up the script for fucking Toy Story.
For
the guy, yeah, fucking.
He was great, dude. And then he fucked up Justice League.
and then whatever the fuck happened with Justice League, he lost his mind and just started being an adulterer and a fucking nightmare. I don't know.
I made Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
There's another guy. Big ego.
Again, I don't. Nothing cancelable, but seems like a nightmare to work with. And a genuine kind of bad dude.
Yeah, just a genuine dick.
A dickhead, right? I don't think he's not out there killing puppies, but anyway, that's like a good rundown. And it doesn't look like it's going to get any better because The Flash, what's the point? Like, we know that James Gunn is scrapping everything. Yep. So we're just action figure smashing together movies now.
Yep.
Like, what does it I don't care.
Like Aquaman 2's coming out, and I'm like, I don't.
Like, did they watch fucking Into the Spider-Verse? And they're like, we need to do something like that. Yeah. And they're like, okay. And I don't know, Flashpoint maybe was already something like that.
I think they were talking about Flashpoint a long time ago, but like, I don't know. See, and that's the other thing right now, because you got Flashpoint,
yes, but
doing the multiverse,
yes,
and now you got Spider-Verse doing the multiverse, and you got Doctor Strange
and
doing the multiverse,
yes, but that's magic multiverse,
whatever. And then you got
not the Spider-Verse.
I will never talk shit on the Spider-Verse. Right. I'm just saying, there's a theme going on, and I'm tired of it. Because then you got Spider-Man
Josh?
No Way Home.
Yes.
And then you got fucking Kang, the multiverse bad guy.
I know. Spider-Verse, I'm going to let live on its own, even though
they came out of the gate doing that.
And even though they decided to have a little fun with that.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Right.
We haven't seen the new one. We have.
We should just talk about
No, we're not. I refuse. No. You got to make it to this. You got to listen to the next one. Anyway, I'm right there for it, where it's like the studios fucking making Deep Impact and Armageddon. Like, I feel like that's what DC and Marvel are doing right now, and they're and Sony, and they're doubling the fuck down on it. And
there's like anything to keep these franchises going, and I'm just like, stop.
And Spider-Verse is like this fucking it's got this identity and this coolness.
Yep.
And like this medium fucking, they're pushing the medium of like fucking animation forward, and like it's incredible. And then you get like No Way Home, which is just a crowd pleaser, or
it's a nostalgia bait.
Was it No Way Home? What the fuck was it called? Yeah, just no like home. this crowd pleasing. Like I talked about it, like
Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home.
It's crowd pleasing, like fucking cool thing that they pulled off, but overall had no
weight.
Yeah, had no weight
Substance.
to it. This character has gone through 3 movies and went nowhere.
Suddenly,
ended up right back to where we started, and it was kind of weird.
Yeah,
right. And I think Far From Home is the best one. So, no, I keep changing my mind on that, but I think Far From Home is probably the best one. And God,
everyone hates you. They hate that movie, dude.
And then it's like, yeah, you had the Multiverse of Madness just because, like, but is that the same thing?
They say it was a direct result of him fucking around with Spider-Man.
Sure. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah. And that was just red means go. And evil
Pizza
Doctor
balls.
Strange.
Yeah.
And like that we can have the Fantastic Four and fucking Xavier here.
Right.
It was like an excuse, again, more of just a crowd pleasing excuse to do things, which is what they're seem to be doing with the Flash, where it's like Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse, that shit don't count because that is not an excuse to just have fun. That is like well written, fucking like really, really
real
cool
stakes
concepts, and also a way for them to hang up some of these incredible animation techniques that they're going for.
Oh, God damn, it's so fucking gorgeous. It is so fucking gorgeous. Anyway.
So we got these 3 studios doing the same thing, and 2 of them are just kind of like, people will like this. Michael Keaton, Supergirl. Like, and honestly, I don't know. Supergirl looks cool.
Supergirl looks pretty badass.
I want to see what they. And that's the thing. Are they going to keep her around? Probably not. Right?
No.
She's probably gone.
James
Gunn came in and went like, "This movie's all right. We'll put it out." But after that, get them out of my fucking sight.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Chris Pratt come in and play every character. Leave Chris Pratt alone.
It's a me, Green Lantern.
Wow, I am Green Lantern. I don't believe it. I am the Green Lantern.
Poor fucking guy. Poor fucking guy, dude.
Leave Chris Pratt alone. Yeah, he's a Hollywood dickhead like everybody else. Just leave him alone.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what our point is. I guess just the state of these goddamn superhero
Dude, I'm
movies.
just like, why is everything the fucking multiverse? Dude? Right. Why isn't anything just on its own?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying anything about the Spider-Verse.
No.
They came out of the gate with that stuff, and it was incredible, and I love it, dude. It's just everything else now is like, oh, there's other realities.
Yeah.
And it's all the other properties that we now own. Looky.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
like the Sonic verse. Like, he goes through the rings to other dimensions.
God fucking damn it.
And then he goes supersonic. Have I said that I need to Chili Dogs, that I need to rewatch that second one? Because I remember hating it so much. But if you remember, I bought the wrong tickets and drank like 4 beers in the lobby and then went and watched it.
You were so fucking drunk.
Maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Oh, I don't know. I was pretty sober and I really didn't like it.
But you didn't like the first one.
Yeah, I did.
But not as much as I did.
No. I was never going to. I probably won't like Super Mario as much as you.
Oh, I wanted to talk about that movie a lot. Just mostly because we kept talking about it and Chris Pratt. That's most of the reason I want to watch it. But I just like I couldn't care less, man. Like who cares?
Right.
If it made $1 bajillion and people know what Mario is and kids like it, whatever. I'm like, it's not like, oh God, my childhood is on the line.
Oh God, dude.
Like with Sonic, I thought it would be bad. Like if you remember, this is a goddamn theme. But when I had COVID or whatever the fuck, I was dying, and my whole plan for my birthday, I took time off to put on gotta go fast sweatshirts.
Yeah, we were gonna wear. Yeah, no, we were gonna wear the Sonic fucking. They weren't gonna go fast. We were gonna get the costumes and go and sit there in asshole onesies and eat chili dogs.
And eat chili dogs and watch the Sonic movie. That was my whole 30th birthday fucking plan. And then I was terribly sick and we couldn't do it.
You got the COVID.
So
you got the Rona.
Yeah. So, I don't think I thought that it was going to be a cinematic masterpiece or anything.
And it wasn't, but it was good. Yeah. I liked that movie.
But do you think that that's a multiverse movie?
No, that's more of a planetary movie because he comes from another planet and then the rings give you access to other planets.
Sure. And you can also just take them from like Ohio to San Francisco.
Yeah, you can just
So you're right. I guess it's not an interdimensional portal. It's more just like a portal.
Yeah, it's more just like a fucking
teleportation.
It's like a Stargate.
It's like a Star Trek.
It's like a Star Trek. It's Warp 10.
Well, you want to talk about Ghosted?
Why do you want to talk about Ghosted?
I don't know why I want to talk about Ghosted.
That movie's so stupid.
I read a headline. It was like Ghosted, the movie too bad for theaters.
The movie too bad for theaters. I saw that headline.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, all right.
That's why I wanted to watch it.
It's
bad.
It's very bad.
It's very shame on both of those actors.
Well,
Ana de Armas is better than that. Chris Evans is better than that.
Sebastian Stan is better
Sebastian Stan. Anthony Mackie is better than that. Oh my God, he's freaking out. He's a mariachi dancer.
Ryan Reynolds is not better than that.
No.
Ryan Reynolds was perfect.
No, Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds, dude.
I was trying to figure. I was like, there was somebody else in it, and I couldn't remember.
I forgot Ryan Reynolds was the guy that they thought Chris Evans was.
Yeah, it was weird. Was that what happened? I thought it was. I don't remember.
No, he was the guy.
It was like another person that she had dated.
Ana de Armas
was because she was the guy.
And then they caught Chris Evans
thinking
he was
her.
Ryan Reynolds. Who
Ana
they
de
thought
Armas.
was it. Oh my God.
Ryan Reynolds just was another boyfriend that showed up in the spinning restaurant. Oh my God. I think. And then he got sucked out or something. Oh my God. I don't remember.
I just remember he decides to fucking go to Europe because he put a tracker on her phone or some shit.
Okay, so it's an Apple TV Plus exclusive movie. Okay, and here's a theme with these because I've been watching a lot. I guess we should have talked about Tetris, but because that was another one. But since that was the original plan, whatever. We're talking about Ghosted.
You wanted to talk about this. I would have rather talked about Tetris.
Of course, because Tetris was good. Shut up. He's like selling. I don't even know what he's doing at this farmer's market. Selling his wares.
He's selling plants.
No, he went in and took over for the plant lady because she wasn't there.
Oh God,
remember?
That's right. Yeah, that wasn't.
And then she, and then
she
she came and was like, "Sell the pretty lady the plant." They have a misunderstanding, and then they go on a date, but then she ghosts him. But Josh, he left his inhaler in her purse, and guess what?
Which has a tracking. Well, whose inhaler has a tracking?
Hang on, you're not in the know here, Josh. So air tags are a thing, right?
Oh.
So like air tags have blown up, but they didn't say air tags, and I'm going to tell you why. They said tile. So tile was a thing before air tags. It doesn't have as much usability, whatever. But they said tile because Apple doesn't want you to think that you can stalk somebody with their air tags. So that's why they didn't use their own thing, because they always have MacBooks, always have iPhones.
Yeah, all the bad guys
always
have
use AirPods.
Androids and stuff.
Yeah, and then the bad guys have Android phones, and it's hilarious. But yeah, he put an air tag on his fucking inhaler. So he's like, "Oh my God, she's in Europe," and his dumb mom is like, "You should go there.
It's a romantic gesture."
Yeah, and he flies there and just gets abducted immediately for no reason, and then she saves him
because he's a dirty.
And
stalker.
Then they fight back and forth. And they have dumb plans. And it's like, what's the joke? And the joke is, we talked about it. The joke seems to be, that's Captain America. And it's funny that because like they didn't get a character that should be the dumb bumbling boyfriend who's out of his league.
This is a Jay Baruchel.
Yes, they should have got fucking
Michael Cera. or fucking Social Network.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah,
Jesse Eisenberg actually would have made that movie fucking tolerable.
Yeah, it would have. Yeah, so it seems to just be like it'll be funny, and the reason I thought more so thought that is like all of a sudden it's like now bounty hunters and other people are like showing up, and it's like Sebastian Stan
and Anthony Mackie,
and it's like, what are we doing here?
Why are you doing this?
And then like the plot is shitty and stupid. Her acting is completely flat,
and she's good. I've enjoyed her in many things,
and like she produced the movie, so I was like, but it seemed like she didn't even want to be there.
No, she didn't. Yeah.
The action's bad. The plot is stupid.
Yeah.
The performances, I guess, are funny but not in the way you think.
No.
Because it's like
both of them have good comedic timing.
Yeah.
It's not happening in here. They have terrible chemistry, which is weird because they were so good together.
They were good in Knives Out. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's it's a huge,
like, how do you go from Knives Out to...
It's a huge piece of shit.
Fuck.
It's fucking funny. It reminds me of what was that Dave Franco Michael Bay movie we watched on Netflix?
Oh God.
What was that called?
I love that you remember that, and it's a Ryan Reynolds movie. 6 Underground.
6 Underground.
You know what the good thing about being dead is?
You know the good thing about being dead? It was that movie, but worse.
Yeah, right?
Because it wanted to be like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, True Lies. Yeah. But with no identity.
Fucking about blind date. Fucking, all.
But with like no identity.
No.
It was, God, dude, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, I wish I watched 6 Underground. God.
Because there's that
I just remember Dave Franco
one,
dies.
Like immediately.
Because that beginning chase, I was like, it's too much.
It's so long. Yeah, dude. And then fucking he just gets decapitated by a forklift.
Yeah.
That's how that chase. I was like, wow. But you want to tell me what the good thing about being dead is again, Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
You lose your head and nobody knows who you are.
It's that caliber of movie, but like, dude, what the hell was Apple thinking? Like, it is just woof.
Well, dude, these are the same people that gave us Greyhound, man. You know, and Greyhound's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen.
See, I think the difference there is that was meant to go to theaters, and I think that Apple just picked it up. But then I think Apple actually paid for them to make this movie. So they like pitched it to Apple to make it.
You got Ana de Armas, you got Chris Evans, they're box office gold.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, we'll put plenty of iPhones in it. And they're like, we got it, dude. You're in. We're in. They're like, and we're going to put an AirTag in it. And they're like, no, you're not. You can't stock your one night stand with an AirTag. It's like, yeah, can.
Ryan knows because he's done it.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm putting AirTags in everybody's gas flaps. They never look in there.
The fools.
What a piece of shit.
God, what a terrible fucking movie.
You should watch it. If you got Apple TV Plus, what are you going to do? Watch Ted Lasso?
Or Greyhound. Or anything else they've got that's decent on there.
I want to watch Silo. It's got Rebecca Ferguson in it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like based on some book, I think.
Yeah, and then fucking there's that one...
And Ted Lasso is good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's as good. I think it lost a little bit of its luster going on, but its third season was still pretty good.
Yeah.
The second season was a down.
That always happens. Yeah. No, and then there's that one.
But they ended it.
There's that one miniseries with Stingray from Cobra Kai. He got nominated.
Oh, yeah.
That's supposed to be really.
No, he won,
good.
I believe.
Did he win?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's supposed to be real good too.
Yeah.
I need
with
to
Stingray. What did I kept calling? I kept calling him something else.
We always called him something stupid. We were like Jackrabbit, you know, and Thunderhawk or whatever the fuck.
We were talking about, and I think You Should Leave season 3 came out, and it's like, so I was glad to have it. But we always talk about getting rid of Netflix, like constantly, because it's fucking expensive and there's nothing on there. But then I remember
Cobra Kai,
Krieg faked his own death, even though he was vindicated.
Yeah.
It's like a real Dungeons and Dragons situation.
They're like, yeah, we should let him out. And he's like, karate chop.
Jonathan. Yeah. Fake dead.
God, and
then
it's
I was
supposed to be the final season.
Yeah, and I was like, well, fuck, I got to keep it for that.
Yeah, right.
They always have one thing on there.
Right.
They always have one thing.
They keep me coming back.
Anyway, okay, that's it. We're gonna call it there. You got a lot of value for your money, I think, in this episode.
Why are you always doing this?
They got a lot. No, I wasn't gonna bring it up. That's an expression, like value for you.
Yeah.
You know how many movies per minute you got in this
debacle?
The next one will be better.
Yeah.
We're practiced.
Ryan's brain's like half melted from the disease.
It's true. I got to get back into it, but no, that'll do. We don't want to overwhelm you. But here we go, Josh. We're gonna let him in on the fucking secret. We're gonna let him in on this fucking secret we have right now that I have not led on.
Oh no, you've been very, very good about maintaining.
We're gonna be back, with the secrecy. Keeping calm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
cool
dude, you're
as a
fucking
cucumber.
Yeah, the CIA should recruit you.
They should.
You fucking idiot.
Like Chris Evans in Ghosted.
Oh my god. I fucking hate it so much.
We're gonna talk about Across the Spider-Verse in the next episode. And we very much look forward to that. We might talk about Tetris or something too, but I don't know. We're making it through. I have a spreadsheet. It's not a spreadsheet. It's just a document.
Yeah, it's a document. It's a Google Doc.
We're getting through the movies we've seen because But we are going to be back next week, and I promise,
Oof.
we will be back next week, unless Josh dies or something.
Why do I gotta be the one?
Because it's always me, so I'm just like, unless Josh dies or something. Well,
did you have a really bad mosquito bite?
Well, there you go. I guess I shouldn't promise too hard.
I got the West Nile.
He's got Lyme disease. So
I hope not.
No, I'm worried. We're going to be back with a new movie and one we're excited about. I mean, we just got done talking about fucking superhero fatigue and nonsense. We kept reiterating that we don't count Spider-Verse in it for a reason. No. But we'll be back and we'll talk about that. And more to come. Sorry about the hiatus. It is what it is, you idiots.
Hey, but why, dude? You're not idiots.
Insult them. They want to come back like what is like the
pickup
artist? Pickup artist concept.
Corner your brain. Talk about how tall you are and how long your butt crack is.
What's up, Ray Liotta? I saw you open the door. Your face is all craggly like Ray Liotta. Let's go out. Anyway, Ray Liotta's dead. That is what
the fuck is wrong with you?
Thanks so much for listening. You can follow us. You can find out when any of our videos, like our original series, Classic Catch Up, or new podcasts or whatever, by following us on Twitter at Mighty Movie Pod. You can follow us on Twitch, where Josh recently just played all the way through Jedi Survivor. I'm going to put a VOD of that up on the YouTube as well. At twitch.tv/MightyFishTV is where you can find that. We're on YouTube. We are Mighty Fish Productions on YouTube. That might be, I'm not going to say it because we do it every time. Mighty Fish Productions on YouTube. Again, you can find when videos and things go up on Twitter, the best way, at Mighty Movie Pod. Word up. We will be back next week with more thrilling podcast action, conversation, movie discussions,
edge of your seat thrills.
Yeah. Maybe we'll talk about hot dogs. That seems to be a thing that people enjoy.
People were really pumped about my hot dog alchemy.
So
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, that covers it. I forgot.
Maybe
I forgot how I sign off of these podcasts.
You usually say, "I've been Ryan."
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you so much for listening. I've been Ryan.
I'm exhausted.
And we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Do you press the record button or the...